As organizations become more global and more integrated, their organization structure changes to reflect this. This video explains some of the business drivers on this journey and the structural responses. Many organizations start out by succeeding in their home market and then beginning to grow into an international company. At this stage, they often have one dominant home country. Over time, international operations grow, and we become a multinational company with a more balanced international profile. Then we start to look for internal efficiencies across the organization. Wouldn't there be synergies in sharing learning and resources in IT, marketing, or purchasing? We set up ad hoc groups to look for opportunities. We start to realize that there are major opportunities to integrate key processes that cut across geography and business units, such as in the supply chain. Our biggest customers ask for a single point of contact to talk to about their business with us worldwide. We set up a global account structure to meet this need. In the functions, we see great opportunities for global coordination, but the local markets are moving too slowly. Perhaps we would do better to move more people to a head office so that we get a single integrated and controlled approach. But then we get products and processes designed in an ivory tower that do not work locally. We realize that we can't locate everybody in the same place, so we set up more virtual teams which start to compete with the formal structure for the time and attention of our people and require different skills. The power of local operation starts to become a problem. Geography can become less important to your business as products, supply chains, and value creation increasingly cut across countries and regions. It's frustrating not to be able to compare operations and get good global information, so we kick off a major global systems project. We may also introduce a product group or business line structure with global functions cutting across them, or even add this dimension to the existing geographic and functional reporting lines. Others draw their structure with the functions vertically, and the business units or product groups cutting across horizontally. Once we have a multidimensional organization, solid and dotted reporting lines start to run both horizontally and vertically in some areas of the business. Whatever organization structure you create, as you become more global and more integrated, you will need to collaborate across it. The solution is usually some form of formal or informal matrix. The old world was hierarchical, siloed, and often limited. The new world of the matrix is much more complex and interconnected. Despite all this focus on structure, organizations now start to learn that it is the networks, skills, and ways of working of their people that make these complex structures succeed or fail.
This video outlines the key reasons why organizations introduce a matrix and the importance of communicating these reasons clearly. It also introduces some potential downsides of the matrix for the way we work together. A matrix structure is, strictly speaking, where we have multiple bosses, more than one formal reporting line, whether solid or dotted. However, the term matrix is often used for anywhere where we are working horizontally across the traditional vertical silos of function, geography, or other organizational units, such as working with external partners or multifunctional and virtual teams. This way of working is the norm in complex organizations. Here are the top 6 reasons why companies introduce a matrix. 1. To meet the needs of global or regional customers who want a consistent international agreement and point of contact. 2. To improve their capability to run global or regional projects and systems. 3. To improve access to resources, skills, and technologies across the organization that might otherwise be locked up in the vertical silos. 4. To improve cooperation and communication across the functional and geographic silos. 5. To bring flexibility through faster decisions involving multiple stakeholders. 6. To build broader people capabilities. As businesses become more integrated, they need to develop people who can think beyond their own functions or locations. it is important that your objectives for having a matrix are well communicated. In the absence of clear communication, the response to reorganisation is often, "I will keep my head down and it will go away in 6 months." In the absence of clear goals, people often assume that the matrix is the latest management fad or the brainchild of some external consultants. However, when we make a choice, we always gain some advantages and incur some disadvantages. There are some potential downsides that come with the additional complexity and connectedness of matrix working. Here are some common challenges. 1. Accountabilities and authority can be less clear and are often shared. 2. Meetings and bureaucracy can arise as the amount of coordination and communication increases. 3. More people become involved in the decision process, which can slow things down. 4. Ambiguity increases, with competing goals and higher levels of change and flexibility. 5. We can see increases in central control as leaders try to re-establish control over a more complex environment. 6. There is the possibility of more resource conflict, as people need to engage outside their silos to get things done. These challenges are not about the structure or the strategy. They are about the way people work together in the matrix. These are not inevitable. Other modules in this series will concentrate on how to deliver the benefits of matrix working, whilst minimising the impact of the potential disadvantages.
The matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
I was...
Look again.